Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. If you're brand new or returning once again, thank you for taking the time out to check out the spoiler-free review for the movie Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Directed by Kelly Fremont Craig and starring Abby Ryder Fortson, Rachel McAdams, Kathy Bates, Benny Safdie. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret tells the story of when her family moves from the city to the suburbs. 11-year-old Margaret navigates new friends, feelings, and the beginning of adolescence. And this is based on the book written by Judy Blume. And it actually turns out, when I've finished watching this movie, found out it's directed by Kelly Fremont Craig, and she previously did The Edge of 17, and I really enjoy that movie. It doesn't get talked about a lot, so I'm kind of not surprised that this movie, also being kind of a coming of age movie, which that one is yet again another hit for this director. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I found myself smiling throughout, I found myself chuckling, and I found myself just really getting engrossed in our characters' development. And this movie, that's, I believe, is about an hour and 46 minutes long, I didn't feel the runtime at all. I was kind of wondering, oh, well, I'm kind of hoping it's actually like 10-15 minutes here, just to kind of flesh out a couple of more details. But yeah, the performances for our guys are absolutely solid. Biggest props definitely goes to Abby Fortson, who plays Margaret, and I think she absolutely steals the show. Now, of course, with the title being Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, you would think that, but she does an incredible job, and definitely an actress on the rise if this performance is anything to go by. And of course, we've got supporting cast here of Rachel McAdams, who is also really great, got Kathy Bates, Benny Safdie, and so many more, and everyone gives a great performance. And this is just a really nice coming of age touching story. And although I couldn't really direct with like the kind of main theme and messaging here about womanhood and anything like that, of course I haven't experienced that myself, but it does touch on puberty. I'm not going to go into too much details with that, but of course, I've experienced that as a man, going through that in my early teens, and of course it can be scary. It's a big change in your life, and it's a big event that actually does affect you kind of for the rest of your life in terms of like your growth and how just you develop as kind of like a person, so to say. So this movie definitely touches on some very important subjects, and I think it kind of relays those subjects really, really well in its messaging, along with those extra and great supporting roles, whether it's about family, whether it's about religion, whether it's about puberty. It touches on some very serious subjects, and I think it really kind of does a fine line of towing the line on those subjects so it doesn't offend anyone, and it really just comes across where when you're at that age, you're making a lot of big decisions in your life, and it is kind of the first time in your life when you're making those decisions and you've got to work things out for yourself. Of course, you're going to have family and friends to support you, but ultimately it's your journey and ultimately where you're going to go on that journey. And with the accompanying score by Hans Zimmer, by the way, which I was like, wow, okay, I felt like it worked really well for the movie. And personally, even if I couldn't fully relate with the subject material, I still walked out with a smile on my face and found that this was just a very entertaining movie. As I mentioned before, any kind of like little nitpicks is mentioned about like the puberty aspect in terms of the womanhood. Of course, I couldn't go through that myself, and I think there is one or two moments here, as I mentioned, where I feel like maybe having that extra 10-15 minutes could have fleshed out our characters and maybe a little bit more of their journeys more, because there was a couple of answers that I would like to have had at the end. But overall, really enjoyed the movie, definitely one that I would probably watch again. And my overall score for Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So have you seen this movie? Are you going to go check it out? Leave any and all comments down below. If you've enjoyed the review, give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel already if you haven't, so I can see you again on a future video. And until the next video that I'll see you guys on, I'll be seeing you later. To see more content like this, join me over on my Patreon today. The link is down below in the description box. You get access to early videos, my release schedules, you request movies for me to check out, you get to name characters in my books, and so much more. Whilst you're also clicking that link down below, if you want to grab some t-shirts as well or some merch, go explore the shop. And I want to give a big thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help support the channel, who also have YouTube channels. Go over and subscribe to them.